Good riddance. GOP lawmakers private glee at Tucker Carlson firing.
That's why they're gleefully going on that other story talking about New Russia falls flat. They know there's no Tucker Carlson.
Exactly. Exactly right. Exactly. A sizable number of Republican lawmakers are quietly cheering Fox News' decision to remove Tucker Carlson from its airwaves as making it easier to provide aid to Ukraine, Axios has learned.
I was going to say they're quietly cheering to a news organization.
Carlson was one of the most vocal critics of continued support to Ukraine, often going after lawmakers by name on his program. His commentary was a source of regular heartburn for defense hawks.
Not the deaths and the explosions and murder. That settles my tum-tum. But
one House Republican pointed to Speaker Kevin McCarthy's rhetoric this week as a sign of the tides potentially changing. McCarthy, who'd earlier opposed giving a blank check to Ukraine, gave his full-throated support.
That's a good way to put it.
Remember this?
He supports it with his whole throat.
These are the headlines. Remember, McCarthy, no blank check for Ukraine. McCarthy signals that a Republican-led House likely to oppose more aid to Ukraine. But this was his line this week.
Yes, sir.
Вячеслав Tartakovsky, RIA Novosti, Russia. We know that you don't support the current unlimited and uncontrolled supplies of weaponry and aid to Ukraine. So, can you comment, is it possible if in the near future the US policy regarding sending weaponry to Ukraine will change?
Okay, I'm not sure. The sound here is not good. Did he say, I don't support aid to Ukraine? No, I vote for aid for Ukraine. I support aid for Ukraine. I do not support what your country has done to Ukraine. I do not support your killing of the children either. And I think for one standpoint, you should pull out. And I don't think it's right. And we will continue to support because the rest of the world sees it just as it is.
Ukraine will continue to push down on the back of my head as I support them fully with my throat.
Multiple House Republicans, speaking on the condition of anonymity, slammed the former Fox News host rhetoric on Vladimir Putin and Russian aggression and said his inflammatory remarks on an array of issues often put them in a tough spot.
Stop making me like Tucker. Come on, I'm not like trying to like him.
Tucker being gone makes my life easier with many things, including Ukraine, one Republican lawmaker said, though I think that somebody will own that space in a couple of weeks anyway. I don't think so. I don't think anyone will because Tucker was the most popular host on cable news and they got rid of him to prevent anybody being in that space.
Who's the homeless gaydar guy? That's what I said was going to.
Jesse Waters?
Yeah, I thought he would try to go for it.
I doubt it.
He's the kind of like postmenopausal women think are handsome.
I doubt it. Well, no one is more unhappy about Tucker's departure than the Russians, another House Republican added. A third lawmaker argued that Carlson thrived on destroying Republicans. I say good riddance.
Well, don't you think Democrats would have loved having him in there then?
Well, so there are a lot of people who have criticized myself and Jimmy and others for pointing out that Tucker Carlson was a unique voice on cable news challenging the Ukraine proxy war. And now they can join their allies in the Republican Party in cheering his departure because no one is happier about his departure than them because he was making it harder, in their view, to support the Ukraine proxy war.
I mean, they're certainly happier than shareholders of Fox after they lost not only that audience, but the audience for all their other stuff.
That's right. That's right. Carlson, who declined to comment, maintains a strong base of supporters within the GOP. Some of those ardent fans include elected Republicans, such as Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz, and Lauren Boebert, who tweeted, "I stand with Tucker Carlson." While Carlson currently may not have the platform to reach 3 million viewers a night, splinters within the party over Ukraine aren't likely to rapidly dissolve. Multiple lawmakers said that it may be difficult to unwind the narrative said on Tucker's show, noting that it resonated with much of the GOP base and that Carlson could be replaced with someone with similar viewpoints. Again, I think they took him off the air to prevent those viewpoints from being aired.
So
So I
do they
really
think-
doubt it.
Do they think people's viewpoints that he was resonating with, because that was their viewpoint, which
Yeah,
is why they were tuning
exactly.
in? Do you think people just, oh, I guess Ukraine is good and we should keep giving them money since I'm Tucker?
Yeah.
They all have this thing that you're supposed to like worship someone like a false idol.
Yeah.
And all they got to do is kill your God, and then you just don't believe in any of the things that
Yeah,
you know to
exactly.
be true anymore.
Exactly. Maybe it's just because he was challenging the U.S. spending all this money on a disastrous proxy war, which resonated with people, not because they have a particular fondness for Tucker Carlson. Maybe his message actually resonated with a lot of people, but they can't fathom that.
I think if you read Senator Cotton's book, Strong,
I'm not sure it affects the narrative too much. The damage has been done, but it might get better. Who knows? The second lawmaker said. Potential presidential contenders have already begun to dug in their positions on this issue, and both Trump and DeSantis have expressed reluctance, but nobody challenged the proxy war narrative on cable news like Tucker Carlson. And now that he's gone, no wonder that the biggest hawks in Congress inside the Republican Party are thrilled.
this whatever awful thing you think Tucker Carlson said, just the fact that he did that makes him better than literally everyone on cable.
Absolutely.
Including like the comedy nighttime shows.
Yep.
We're telling jokes in Nashville, Honolulu, Los Angeles, Northampton, Massachusetts, Syracuse, Cohoes, New York, Hartford, Connecticut, Baltimore, Chicago, Rosemont, San Diego, and more. Go to jimmydore.com to get a link for all those tickets. Plus, you can watch my new special, COVID Lies Are Funny.